Hey, how's it going? It's Chris, Mr. Moneyfingers. Had at, as I say over and over again in these videos because it's important. My whole deal is that I teach copywriters, media buyers, offer owners, anybody else who wants to know how to use emotion and stories in your copy and your marketing to dramatically improve your conversions and therefore the amount of money that goes in your pocket while simultaneously making your prospects incredibly happy they bought for you. So they take out their wallets and they throw them at you as you walk down the street. Hopefully you're wearing a helmet because those things can be kind of hard. Today I want to talk to you about what I think is honestly the most important thing that any copywriter or marketer needs to understand on a deep, bone deep kind of level if you ever want to get to that next level and actually really make really good money and become, closer to elite as far as these things go in this business. And here is what it is. It's a quote from the late, great Mark Twain. Now, you've probably heard of Mark Twain writing Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer and all those other kinds of things. What you might not know is that Mark Twain, before he was a famous writer, was actually a copywriter. Kurt Vonnegut was as well, actually. And there's a famous quote from Mark Twain that I put in almost every speech I give, which is, people buy based on emotion and they justify with logic. The other version of that that I like is there's an old adage that says there's two reasons a man buys something, the reason he buys it and the reason he tells his wife. I think it's actually more profound than that. There's two reasons a man or a woman buys something, the reason they buy it and the reason they tell themselves. This is the fundamental thing that's made me successful as a copywriter and a marketer over all these years, because I'm allergic to research. I'm horrible at it. My copy, if you actually go through and figure out the logical underpinnings of it, sometimes doesn't even actually make any logical sense, but it sells, and it sells incredibly well because I understand this concept, this idea. People buy on emotion and they justify with logic. When I look at copy, when people hire me for $3,000 an hour to go through their copy and give them feedback, what I see all the time, the number one thing I am always telling them is this is too much of a logical sale and not enough of an emotional sale. You need to, through the use of copy, through the use of imagery, through the use of your words, emotionally engage your prospect, emotionally engage your market so they feel like they can empathize with you or the narrator of your actual VSL or whatever else you're writing, so they feel like you understand them, so they can feel themselves going through the same experiences that you are going through in that particular thing. And that, I think, is actually the number one thing. I want you to actually take this and print it up on your computer and put it on your wall as you are trying to make that next step in whatever you're doing, whether you're a vendor or a marketer or a copywriter or whatever else. People buy based on emotion and they justify with logic. And in your copy, the goal is to give them both of these things, right? The goal, if you look at my copy in particular, is to emotionally engage people, but then throughout the actual sales letter, the email, whatever we're going to be doing, we're also giving them the excuse they need to justify it so they feel good about giving you their money. Anyway, I hope that was useful. I don't want to go on for too much longer, but please, if you have any comments, put them down below. You can follow me on Facebook. I don't actually do Twitter. I hate Twitter, but if you look me up on Facebook or whatever else we're doing, hopefully you'll get some good information. And that's it for now. Bye.